Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Throttle Finance. My name is Felicia. I'm your CEO at Clean Bee Consulting. And today, as you can see, I'm bringing you a very special recording from a very special location that is not my couch. We are out here at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas for the 2025 MotoAmerica race round. Today we have a very special episode planned for you guys, and we're going to take you a little bit behind the scenes about what goes on in the MotoAmerica Paddock, and we're going to try and get a little bit of camera time in with some athletes, technicians, engineers, suspension techs, tire techs, spectators themselves. Who knows? We're going to see what we can get our hands into today. Friday mornings are actually my favorite time of the entire weekend. And my reasoning is because it's a little bit quieter on the spectator side. There's less foot traffic, less people come out on Fridays for whatever reason. But it's cool because you get a lot more opportunities to get up close and personal with the teams out here, which is exactly why we're going to try and see who we can talk to today. Fridays are usually pretty chill in the paddock for spectators, and as far as people are just coming to watch the races goes, it's practice and qualifying for all teams involved. So I feel like it's, there's still nerves and everything that's running rampant, but there's a lot more high energy and a little less pressure potentially, depending upon who you are and what's going on in your championship specifically. But it's cool because it's a opportunity where you can get up close and personal with a lot more of the teams and the riders than you maybe would normally see how on like a Saturday or a Sunday, where they're racing and where there's a lot more chaos going on, which is why we thought it would be a really great opportunity to try and see who we can get behind a camera today for you guys. COTA itself is a really unique facility on the MotoAmerica circuit. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the circuits are not professional facilities where Formula One comes and races once a year on either. So it's pretty cool because normally you would have all of your MotoAmerica teams setting up pop-ups in their own like little pit setups in the concrete lot, which we do have that out here at MotoAmerica. But you also have a lot of the professional teams out here that actually get to set up in the garages. So it's a lot more legit. It feels really cool. You feel like you're like in the MotoGP level. And from a fan standpoint, it's pretty cool too, because I feel like you can actually see a lot more in these garages than you maybe normally see when you are in the paddock and when they have those setups where they can block things from view. So pretty cool. We're gonna keep wandering around and we're gonna go see who we can get to answer some of the questions for us. So let's go. Speaking of people.
Hi, my name is Robert. I make video. Hi. This weekend, I'm out here with Orange Cat Racing as their videographer.
If MotoAmerica had a blooper reel of your job, what would the funniest clip that they would have of you trying to get the perfect shots out on track?
It would be all of the ridiculous stances that we have to take to try to get smooth panning shots. We look ridiculous.
Do you want me to
demonstrate?
I would love for you to demonstrate.
All right, I'm going to pretend this is a camera.
Okay.
So we're trying to get our shot. We have to stabilize, and we want to get a nice sweeping motion. We're doing this kind of shoot. So it would be a compilation of that in all different angles.
Perfect.
My name is Crystal Martinez, and I'm with Hits on Hydration, and I make sure everybody stays hydrated and away from the ER.
We love that. So speaking of hydration, what is one aspect about hydration that you wished more athletes and team personnel knew about or took more seriously?
The fact that how much water you lose when you're not only wearing that leather suit, but you're also having to deal with the heat of Mother Nature and the heat of the bike. So you lose a lot of water, and what I do is I provide to keep you pack that water. So pretty much what I'm giving you is equivalent to you drinking 2 gallons of water. I give it 1 bag in IV, and that literally replenishes you within that hour that you get it. So it works out really well.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thanks for taking care of our team out here.
My name is Brenden Ketelsen, and I am a extra set of hands for the riders at Orange Tack.
If MotoAmerica had a no motor event where riders had to pedal their bike Flintstone-style, who do you think would win, and why do you think they would win?
Oh, it's bicycles.
Stone Age bicycles.
I don't know.
I feel like there's some pretty scrappy riders out here in exotic.
Yeah. Probably one of the Superbike riders. I want to say Bobby Ball. I've trained with him. He's pretty fit. Yeah.
Yeah, you think he'd win?
Yeah.
All right. That's honestly who Jacob and I said.
Yeah.
My name is Jayson Uribe, and what brings me out to MotoAmerica this weekend is I'm here to have a good time. Hopefully get my butt kicked in by Andrew Lee and see how it goes.
All right, so tell us, what is the weirdest thing that you have ever said to yourself mid-race inside of your helmet?
Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. I've thought about food. I've thought about flights home. I've been out in the lead and been like, what am I going to do when I finish the race? Like, how am I going to celebrate? Is the bike going to finish the race? I've had some really wild thoughts. I feel like every time I'm out in front, I'm trying to remind myself to stay focused. But sometimes I just like, very on the river.
My name's Kayla Yaakov. I race MotoAmerica Supersport, number 19, Rahal Ducati Moto.
So how many times over the course of a race weekend do you estimate that you go over and snuggle or give kisses to your dog, Relly?
Oh my gosh. I'm missing Relly right now. It's not to bring a tear to my eye. She's not here this weekend, but when she's at the racetrack, oh my gosh, it's probably
She's your sanity.
Yeah, she's my emotional support dog right now. A number would probably be around like 200 times.
200
a week. Yeah, throughout a weekend.
That's awesome.
She's my girl.
That's
so
good.
I'm there all the time.
We love that. We love puppers. Thank you.
Sure.
My name's Andrew Lee. Racing Stock 1000 with Orange Cat here at COTA this weekend. It's our final Stock 1000 race of the year. We're going to try to wrap up a championship.
Heck yeah, we are. So of all of the tracks that you've raced this season in MotoAmerica, which track do you think would make the most fun golf course if it was ever converted into a golf course?
Mid-Ohio.
That's a fun one. I was going to say Road America.
Road America would be a good one, but there's more rolling hills at Mid-Ohio, so
Okay.
you get a little bit of elevation.
Okay.
A little elevated par 3, at Trim 7. Could be fun.
All right, so reverse that question. What golf course would make the most fun racetrack that you've golfed at if it were converted?
Ooh, Salish Cliffs and
Washington.
Lots of elevation, and we've actually joked about having like an Avali race on it. That one would be cool. There's a course in Pittsburgh that we played, and the same thing there, where it's just kind of like through these rolling hills and like some steep stuff. This would be like the Isle of Man for Avalis. So
That's fun.
Those would be my two.
So what I'm hearing is golf and motorsports go hand in hand.
I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great. My name is Anthony and Norton. My friends all call me Lugnut, and I'm racing in this black, red, and gray Dylan Fire ZX10.
Beautiful. We love a good Kawasaki. So if you had to describe your bike's personality in 3 words or less, how would you describe its personality?
Temperamental and hangry.
Angry. I love that.
It takes after me, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a good thing, right? Then you know what to expect.
Yeah, we communicate well together.
All right. Awesome. Perfect.
So there was supposed to be a handful more interviews here, but I ended up losing my voice over the course of the weekend. And the race weekend just did race weekend things and became chaotic. So unfortunately, I did not get everything recorded that I wanted to. That's so much fun. And I wanted to take another moment to congratulate the Orange Cat Racing team again. Andrew Lee for your #1 championship win in the Stock 1000 championship. Also Jayson Uribe finishing 3rd in the Stock 1000 championship. You guys had a killer season, and you guys should be so proud of yourselves. Thank you again to OCR for such a fun hospitality weekend. You guys were always rad and always a fun hang. And also, too, we want to take a moment to congratulate the rest of the Moto American Championship winners. It was a really fast-paced, competitive season across every single class, hands down. But outside of Stock 1000 and the Hooligans Championship, we had James Rispoli taking the #1 plate. In the BTR Beltree Race Program, Kira Knable took the #1 plate. Superbike, we had Cam Beaubier take #1. Way to go, Cam. Big Cam Beaubier fan. Supersport, we had Mathew Scholtz, who cinched it for the second year in a row. He is also a beast on the Yamaha. King of the Mountains, we had Kyle Wyman, and I thought this is really cool. Both the Talent Club and the Twins Cup winner was Alessandro Di Mario, and I'm super stoked to see him roll up into Supersport next year under the Rahal tent. So it was a great season of racing with MotoAmerica. It's honestly, I've been a spectator for a while. It's one of the better seasons that I've seen. And I'm super stoked to see what the next season is going to bring. So thank you again, everybody, for tuning in and watching this very special edition of Throttle Finance. Let us know in the comments if you enjoyed this type of content. Maybe we'll do a little bit more of it next year at the back around. But make sure that you tune back in next Friday because we will be back to business as normal. We'll see you then.